Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Joanna Goldfarb, the Youth Services Consultant at the Ramapo Catholic Library System. And today's workshop is Introduction to TikTok for Libraries. This program is being recorded, and once the workshop is done, it will be archived on the RCLS YouTube channel, and I will send out a link to the Youth List listserv once it is ready. After the workshop, I will also send out a evaluation to all of you. Please take a few moments to fill it out. And also, if you need a continuing education certificate, please contact me after the workshop and I will make one for you. With that, I am going to pass it off to our presenters, Amanda Latowick and Danielle DiLorenzo, who will teach us all about TikTok.
Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. We are going to try to have as much fun with this as possible. It's TikTok. Why wouldn't it be fun? We are going to touch base on a couple key elements this morning. First, we'll kind of go over just like what is TikTok, why should you get one, and kind of like where it came from. And then I will hand it over to Amanda, who's actually going to walk you guys through the principal aspects of recording and editing and posting videos. And along the way, we will show you some examples. I'm going to show you guys a series of videos that I created for the Port Jervis Library that we used the mini grant for to kind of do some outreach to pre-K age kids. So the first thing, let me just share my screen with you guys and we will get on here. All right. Okay, so like I said, we're going to go over what TikTok is. So basically, if you don't know, TikTok is a short form video sharing app. It allows you to do videos that are 15 to 60 seconds long. Some people, like myself on my personal page, have been given a kind of beta version of being allowed to upload videos that are up to 3 minutes. But generally speaking, you're doing things that are anywhere between 15 to 60 seconds. TikTok started back in 2014 as an app called Musical.ly. It was primarily lip syncing to different sounds, music, things like that. And in 2016, a company called ByteDance launched kind of their own version of it called Douyin in the Chinese market, and then introduced it overseas the next year. Once they kind of saw the potential of it, they actually bought Musical.ly and incorporated it, and that's how TikTok was born. As of January 2021, TikTok has 689 million users globally, and is the seventh most used social network in the world. So it's pretty up there, and it's gotten there relatively quickly. TikTok has about 100 million users monthly in the US, which is major. All of this is important when considering using it for a marketing purpose, because it kind of gives you an idea, gives you an idea of what your outreach could be. And 89% of Americans overall recognize the TikTok brand. So when you advertise that you're using TikTok on your already established social media, they're going to go, hey, I have one of those. Let me check out what the library is doing. Let me see what they're doing on TikTok. Or, wow, the library is using TikTok. And it kind of piques that interest. The vast majority of users of TikTok in the US are below the age of 30. So it's a good way to pinpoint the younger demographic. I know at Port Jervis, we utilize it to get to our teens. The teens have said that they don't really use Facebook. We have some of them on our Instagram. We have a few on our Snapchat, but TikTok really kind of pulled them in for us. And TikTok is huge, not just amongst like individuals, but brands in total. You have things like Nike, Skittles, Pepsi, Calvin Klein. All of these companies are utilizing TikTok at this point to market their products and services. So TikTok's good for marketing for a vast majority or vast amount of reasons. So during the COVID pandemic, TikTok blew up. If you have one, you know that. If you don't, it blew up. Everybody was stuck at home, and found out, hey, this is a way to pass my time. It's a way to see out into the world without going outside. In the first quarter of 2020, TikTok set a record for having the most downloads for a social media app at 315 million installs in one quarter. So that's huge. That's a huge reach, and that's getting the word out to more people with a very simple app. Um, it's big for marketing because it touches on a lot of the social media trends. So as we'll show you later on, it's very simple to hop on those trend trains. Like if there's a sound that's really popular, if there is a hashtag that's going viral, and you can find some way to connect that to your brand as your library, it'll make a huge difference. Not only that, but people spend an average of 52 minutes per day on the app. I personally can tell you I spend a lot more than that on there, and most of the people
Same.
that I know, I was gonna say Amanda can attribute to that. You get swept into it, and that is due to kind of like our current status of how our brains work, with everything being digital, with the last year with everything going digital. We have very short attention spans, so TikTok being those short videos, you could grab people very quickly as they're just kind of swiping through these videos.
And we all know teenagers have short attention spans anyway, so this helps.
Yeah, it's a quick and easy way to get your point across. It's like a bunch of little mini commercials for your brand. Um, and 90% of all TikTok users access the app on a daily basis. We were just talking before we started. Half the time when I get home, I don't even turn my TV on anymore. Once I settle down for the day, I'm on TikTok and I'm swiping until I fall asleep. And a lot of people that are younger and use it will do the same thing.
Yes, I fell asleep with my TikTok open last night, so that's just selling it.
And if anybody falls asleep watching your videos and the video plays over and over again, it helps your analytics. So there's that. And the biggest thing that I want to touch on with you guys is how simple it is to cross post your content. So you have a Facebook for your library, you have an Instagram for your library, maybe you have a Snapchat for your library for your younger users. Within the app itself, once you create a video, you just hit the share button and you can just pick exactly where it goes. As long as you are,
I'll show you how to do that too.
As long as you are logged into your business side of your social media. So I have the Facebook, the Instagram, all that linked to my phone, and it's linked to my personal social medias. So as long as I go in there first and pick that I'm on the Port Jervis Free Library Instagram, then I'm in TikTok, I create a video, I hit the share, I hit the Instagram button, it goes right there instantly. And excuse me, it's a big thing because of the fact that if you don't know this, the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram in the last few years changed. So somebody can follow you, somebody can like your page on Facebook or Instagram, but that does not necessarily mean that they are seeing you in their feed. And that's a big thing that a lot of people don't know about. The trick to getting to the top of people's news feeds is videos. So if you have videos that are playing once people scroll through, and I'm sure everybody's seen that, you're scrolling through your timeline, your feed, and videos will automatically start playing. When that happens, the more people that see it, the higher up on the feeds you get bumped. So that's a huge thing. So you come over to TikTok, you jump on a trend, you use hashtag libraries of TikTok, or you use hashtag book talk, and you make videos. All you have to do is cross post it, and now you have videos available for people to see and for you to get bumped up through the algorithm on their page. It's really important to try to have videos on your social media, even if it's just a quick, like, here's what we have new, and you're spanning your shelves, or here's a list of the programs that we have coming up, or whatever it is. It's really important because it does kick you up higher on that feed. The For You page on TikTok works similar to that. So if you don't know, when you are on the app itself, there's almost two sides of the app. So you have your following side, which is everybody that you have chosen to follow on TikTok. And then you have your For You page. And the algorithm on TikTok works in a way that it pays attention to what you like. So if I'm going through and I'm liking videos about cats, or I'm liking videos about cooking, or I'm liking videos about babies or puppies, TikTok is going to remember that in its algorithm, and it's going to show me that stuff more frequently on your For You page. To anybody that may have just downloaded TikTok for the first time for the purpose of this workshop, it will take a little while for your For You page to get customized to your likes. But the more that you go through and you watch videos all the way to the end, the more that you go through and you like and interact with videos. So you may see things where people go, follow, like, share, comment on this video. The more you interact is what that means. So if you follow the person, obviously you're going to see them on your following page. If you like the video, the algorithm's going to remember that, and they're going to show you videos with similar hashtags or creators that have similar interests. So it's not just paying attention to what you like, it's paying attention to what those creators you like are liking. And it gets even deeper and deeper from there.
And let me interject here for a second. You can search hashtags through the app, and then that will come up. You can watch videos with just that hashtag, like libraries of TikTok or something like that. So you're not pointlessly scrolling through stuff you don't like, and it will remember that you like those videos.
Exactly. So I can tell you with the Port Jervis Free Libraries TikTok, as soon as I created it, and as soon as I started swiping through the For You page on it, immediately, just from establishing and the name of it, I started seeing other libraries. And now we follow a vast amount of different libraries, and they turn around and they follow us back. And something that's really fun is you're not kind of going into this blindly, because from what I have seen in the last couple of months since we started the library TikTok, it's everybody kind of shares each other's ideas. So somebody may see that I create a certain type of video and they'll go, "Oh, I'm totally going to use this." They'll comment on it. And then they'll take that same sound, which Amanda will show you how to do that, and they'll create a video about something similar. So it's kind of widely accepted to steal people's ideas. And that's how things become trending, because the more people that jump on that hashtag or use that sound or talk about that topic, the more popular it gets. Click over to our next slide here. Okay, so before we give it over to Amanda so she can walk you through to everything, a couple, like we were talking about, a couple different ways to do this. So once you create your page, you're going to brand that channel. So you're going to, on ours, if you look up the Port Jervis Free Library TikTok, which please feel free to do so during the workshop, after the workshop, whatever. And if you have any questions, you can always message me through there also. And feel free to steal ideas. We have our logo as our profile picture. Maybe you want to put up, a picture of your building or something that's iconic in the area where your library is located, but brand yourself. And that doesn't just go for TikTok, that goes across your social media. It's highly recommended, if you're going to use your logo as your profile picture, do it across everything. That way it's recognizable. That way, with the way, I know specifically iPhones now, we just got this update that they're saying, hey, do you want us to track you? If your patrons follow you on Facebook and then they're on TikTok, 9 out of 10, they're going to get a suggestion to follow you on TikTok. Same thing with Instagram. I think Snapchat may be the only one that doesn't do that, just based on how it is, but they will look at what phone numbers you have in your phone and say, hey, we recommend, following these people because you're friends with them and they're in your phone. Content can be created with $0. That is the greatest thing about TikTok, I'd have to say. You can go further into things and you can pay to brand yourself. You basically create a a commercial, an official commercial, where they get a button that goes on the bottom of the video, and they could click that and they could be launched onto your website or anything similar to that. But it's not necessary. The videos that I will show you later on that I created using the mini grant, aside from the stuff that was the mini grant, I went into our closet and we have a box of puppets. I grabbed puppets, I grabbed books, I grabbed toys that we had, and I set them up like props, and it costs nothing. And then you take that video and you cross post it, and you've just done a day's worth of advertising about a program or new books that you got or a service that you're offering now for nothing, and it's really fantastic. Like I said earlier, the best thing to do is to follow those trending hashtags. So over here on the right, you can see like libraries of TikTok, book talk, librarians of TikTok, library TikTok, RCLS is a hashtag. We use obviously Port Jervis Free Library. You would do it with your library name. I would always recommend, excuse me, across the board, um, Instagram primarily, and then TikTok. You can do it on Facebook as well. Always put your library's hashtag first. That way, if anybody searches for you, they're going to see your content. That is a huge piece of advice that I have for you. And then obviously FYP, which stands for you page. There's questions about how well this actually works. The kind of trick with the algorithm is you actually want to use hashtags that there's not a lot of videos on if you want to be seen first. But if you're just trying to get onto something that everybody else is doing, then you would use, like Book Talk or Libraries of TikTok, because when you search a hashtag on TikTok, it's going to bring you to a page that has all the different content creators that have used that hashtag. So I could search Libraries of TikTok and just click on the first video, watch it, and just scroll, just swipe up and keep seeing everybody that used that hashtag. You will find, like with any other platform, that not every person that uses a hashtag has a video that's exactly about that topic. It'll happen, but they're just trying to link themselves to that topic for some purpose or another. The app utilizes a lot of really cool things that Amanda's going to show you, different filters, different effects, different sound bites, which include not only just like voiceover that you can lip sync to, but different types of music as well. A big thing that I want to point out to you guys is there's a couple different ways you can sign up for TikTok, and that's going to determine the licensing, and that's going to determine what kind of sounds you can use. So you could go in and just be a content creator and utilize your business that way, or your
And
library.
that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do today. Just a
Exactly.
regular old TikTok account.
Yep. So, but the nice thing is that you can switch back and forth. So we've actually been doing that with ours, because when you're on a business TikTok, it lets you do things like put a link in the bio, which you can use like a link tree or your website. It lets you put a website. It also lets you do something called Q&A, where somebody can click on that and ask a question, which those are fun because you could respond to the question using a video, or you can just message the person back. But the sound bites will differ if you're doing a business TikTok versus a content creator TikTok. And to be 100% honest with you, other than that and what you can show in your bio, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like Facebook, where, if you have a business TikTok or a business Facebook, you're going to be able to do so many more things than if you were just going to try to set up a personal Facebook for your library. That's obviously not going to work.
Being just a content creator on TikTok, you also get the Q&A feature, and you can post your website.
Yep.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, the only difference is when you look at the business back end, you get to put in a website and a link in your bio, versus if you just do a content creator one, you're going to just do one link or one website or whatever in your bio. That's the difference. So I would actually recommend, if you're just getting started, to just do a regular content creator one, because it's not that much of a big deal. You get the same analytics. which I'm going to show you guys later on once Amanda's done doing her thing. You get to see, if anybody's familiar with the analytics on Facebook, it's very similar to that, where you're going to see, you know, your demographics, you're going to see the amount of people watching, you're going to see where they're watching from, and things like that. So it's the same across the board. But a huge thing is that organic reach, which is similar to what I was talking about earlier with Facebook and those videos playing. The more For You pages you can land on, the better. And it's kind of odd, but it's up to you, but it's not up to you how that happens, because again, every individual user has their likes based on if they're following different content creators, if they're liking different videos with specific hashtags. So the more content you create on a regular basis, the more likely you are to get seen on somebody's For You page if they read a lot, if they like videos with libraries of TikTok, if they follow libraries, if they follow people that are using the same hashtags you are putting on your videos. So consistency is key, like it is with most social media platforms. You know, and just keep your brand consistent. So, you know, if you want to do what's called First Line Friday, which is super fun, and our teen services clerk has been doing that, where, you know, you take a book and you basically voice it over, or you can read it right on the screen, and you just read the first line of the book, and then you do a call to action. You say, would you read this based on the first line? Calls to action are going to get people to interact with your videos, which is going to bump you in the algorithm. And that's important, again, across all social media platforms. So the more you could do something like that, where it's like, hey, comment below what your favorite children's book is, or comment below if you would come to this program, or comment below if you've read this book or an author, you know, similar to this, or whatever it is. And you can literally come up with anything. But again, you're not alone when you start. Once you start looking up just book talk, libraries of TikTok, library TikTok, you're going to see what other people are doing, and it is recommended to take those ideas and to go forth and to do things. So I am going to hand it over to Amanda and let her start going through what she's doing, and show you guys how to actually get going with this.
All right. So I'm literally just going to show you from jump what you have to do. So once you go to your app store, your Play Store, I'm on a Kindle right now, so I went to the Amazon store. This is what it looks like when you're going to download it. So I'm going to try to share my screen right now. And Danielle, I don't know if you can see it when I'm sharing it. Yes. Okay. You see what I'm doing? Hold on.
It's a little wonky, but
Hold on. You're choppy. 1 second. All right. Try this again. Okay. Start. Okay. Can anybody see my screen right now? Can we see it?
It's sharing, but it's really fuzzy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Super fuzzy. All right, hold on. Okay. So then I'm going to do it this way. This terrible Wi-Fi. Okay, so we'll do this one instead. Hi, I'm ROI here. All right, so I am going to show you on my phone how to do it rather than doing it this way. I just have to log out of my personal one and I'll show you how to do it. Whoop, that was loud. Sorry, guys. It's our terrible Wi-Fi here in Fallsburg. All right, so. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm going to flip the whole screen around so I can just show you what I'm doing directly on my phone. Okay. All right, can we see doing? You see a little better now? Do it like this, because that's the only way it's gonna work. All right, so this is a sign up screen. You can go on here and I would say use email. I'm gonna use my work email to do it. Put whatever day or actual day, that's up to you. It's gonna ask you for birthday. I'm just gonna stick with here. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's gonna start phone number, email. So I'm going to go with email and I'm gonna put my work email. And it should be fine. All right, guys, I wish my screen share would actually work right. I know this looks super weird. And I would just show on the computer, like do this thing. All right, so then I'm gonna already do verification stuff. Move it. You're gonna create a password, any password. I'll show you guys that. And then, of course, the best difficult has to have letters, numbers, special characters. And you're gonna create your username. Obviously, don't want it to my personal name, so it's just gonna be Fallsburg Library. Or whatever your library's name is, obviously, with that. There we go. Now you are actually signed up and on a few page. So that's just random videos of whatever you're at. I'm not gonna this side. So this light. Sorry. Try one from here. The bottom of the screen is all important stuff. Your home, your discover, which is search. Is like it shows all trending hashtags, all of that. And there's your inbox with their game messages. But first you're gonna go over to the Me tab. They're gonna go to your file. You can picture, you could add your bio, add a nonprofit, which is you can add your Instagram and it will display up here as just a pic for your Instagram or for YouTube. So, and look, it's telling you what you need to know to create a video. So all this is where you put your bio, show up here, whatever you want to put about your. This we're gonna do later, but this is the other thing where you can manage your account. It's where you do your password, switch to Pro account, all that stuff. You see that? Okay. Put a phone number if you put the library's phone number. So now we're gonna do the video. Do that. We're going on the bottom of the screen where the little sign is. It's hard to do with two devices in my hands. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, once you're on the screen, there's all this stuff on the side, and I know that that's fuzzy. Now, you can time it to start your video. It'll give you like 3 seconds or 10 seconds if you want to like move to a different location. You can flip the camera, obviously. There's filters, tons of filters, like colors. You could do black and white, do different colors. So these are all pre-video things. And then there's the effects tab, which is all of these fun little things. I'm going to flip it on me and I'll show you guys what some of them do. Okay, see me twice. Okay. So, not going to see me very well. All right. Now I'll flip you back to me. I can show you actually what I'm doing. Okay, hi. All right, so if you put like I'm just going to show you what these filters would look like, and I'm going to just record a really quick video for it. And they also have like a green screen thing. So let me just record this and show you this. All right, so I recorded just to show you what the filters do. So that's what they do. But there's all kinds of editing stuff. We're all smart people. We got that. We could do that. And then they have a green screen. Like if you want to put any background, I'm going to show you that too. Screen sharing would be really helpful right now with TikTok. So that's the green screen in the background. I know most of you probably have a green screen to use, but so that's the gist of making a video. You can make them, you can change the time on the bottom of the screen, be 60 seconds or 15 seconds. You don't have to record your whole 60 seconds if you don't want it. You have to record, you can record the littlest is 3 seconds, but that's kind of pointless. So now up top, I'm going to flip around again so I can show you where I'm adding sounds. At the top of the screen, if I can make it work. Okay. So at the top of the screen here, you're going to see add sound. You could click on that and it's kind of, you can save sounds in your favorites. Obviously I haven't, this is a brand new account, but they show all the sounds that are recommended for whatever your video was. And then they have all of these. They have like viral sounds and all of that, all different kinds. And you can search too. Like there's a search bar on the top. So if you wanted a certain song or something like that, you could do that. Now, that is if you want to, with a sound, you can either put it on before or after. Yeah. Come on, flip around. You can put a sound on before or after you record. So if you want to like lip sync to a sound, you would add the sound and then hit record. But if you just wanted to add to after, like kind of like background noise, and you can adjust the volume and all that on it. So Danielle, you wanted to show something? Be muted. Completely muted.
Okay.
There you go.
On my phone, I'm logged in there.
Wait, you're choppy, like super choppy.
Okay, so example editing. Oh, I think it's the internet. Let me stop.
We're failing right now. Failing.
It's okay. Everybody loves us. They understand.
Oh, I hope so.
Let me see.
I'm going to join through my phone and see if it works better that way.
Okay, so I'm going to go back in and screen share. I'll give you a couple examples of some of the videos that I've done. So that way you can see what this lovely video editing process does. Okay. All right. So this is TikTok on a.
Sorry.
is on our phone. This is TikTok on a Google Chromebook. So you can download the app to a Chromebook and use it that way, but it gives you a very small screen. But this is basically what it's going to look like if you log in through any normal web browser. It's going to give you pretty much everything that you would get on the app. So I personally have not recorded a video through the Chromebook. You can do that. It is easier to use on a tablet or a phone. But with that being said, the fantastic mini grant that we got allowed us to go ahead and make some fun videos for pre-K kids. So I am going to share these with you. I'm going to pre-warn you if you have headphones in or if you are where people can hear you, it's probably going to get loud. The sounds tend to be loud. So let's see, this one here was tons of fun. And you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I did notice looking at my phone that that was kind of choppy. Was everybody able to see that video or did it come up really choppy? Let me see if I can see the chat over here. Okay, good. All right, perfect. So that's just one of them. Basically what I did with the mini grant was I touched on different topics that were critical to early literacy. We called it Music and Rhythm with Miss Danielle. This one specifically obviously was about opposites. I'll go to another one. Okay. This one here, this was fun. So I'm going to pause this one here. If you guys take a look at this, you can see that kind of watery, ripply effect. That is a filter, not a filter, an effect that you can put on after you record your video. Then also you can see like the little seaweed on the side. If you saw a second ago, there was like little goldfish swimming through. Those are all stickers or gifts that you can use, that you can add to your videos. I can
Danielle, when you're done,
I
can get my phone to share it. So I'll show them how to actually do it now that I got my life figured out over here.
There you go. From last year with recording story times and editing them, we used a program called WeVideo. It took hours. These videos from start to finish, once you have your concept created, they took me maybe a half hour to record and edit and add all this fun stuff too. So this is huge when you are trying to do maybe something like this, a little sing along that you want to put out for your kids that maybe come to your story times, or if you want to advertise a program or a service. So I'll show you real quick and then I'll give it back over to Amanda. An example of advertising. So we recently just started offering Canopy. So I made, it's almost like a little commercial.
You can now stream for free with your library card. So many titles and genres to choose from. Get 3 checkouts a month. You can even get unlimited streams of children's shows, movies, and educational videos.
Her video there is also using the text to talk feature.
publicservicelibrary.conopui.com.
Text to talk will not always
Using your
pronounce things the
library
right
card
way.
number and PIN.
So you could see in just me sitting at my desk in a couple of minutes, I was able to completely explain how to go through and use this new service without having to write a long, lengthy thing on Facebook or, granted, you're still going to explain to your patrons when they come in different things like this, but it makes it fun. This to me sounds like an old commercial from like the 50s. All right, Amanda, I will let you take back over. You are muted, my dear.
Good now? Okay. All right. Can we see what I'm seeing? Can we see what I'm seeing or no?
No, it just shows that you're
No.
changing back.
Every time. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Just for you guys. This is gonna be ridiculous, but I'm gonna record one on my phone and let the Kindle record me recording it. Because that's the only way this is gonna work today. Apparently it doesn't want to let me share my screen ever. We'll see. All right, so let's do this. Okay. No. This thing hates me. Hey. Okay. All right, so I'm opening the app, obviously. Not for you. Okay. Goodness. I'm going into TikTok. Gonna press record. I'm going to record a video of me talking to you guys because I don't have any content to make right now. All right, now after that, that's my video that I just recorded. These effects thing, it's on the bottom. You can do all kinds of stuff. It can make your screen shake, stuff like that. Now, to add the text to talk, if you don't want people to hear your voice and you want it to talk, you can put, I'm just going to put, hi, my name is Amanda, just to show you the concept. All right. And you can edit your text. Once you click on it, you click edit. You can make it a different color. You can put it in a box. All right. I know it's very backwards to you, and I'm sorry that my technology isn't working. All right, so after that, you have it set up. You can click on it, and it says text to speech. So I'm gonna turn it up. One second. So we don't hear me twice. Okay. Here is where you can put your captions, your hashtags, all of that stuff. And down here, you can allow a duet, a stitch, which is, and it will save to your device. Now, I'm just going to turn on the text to speech so that you can hear it.
Hi, my name Amanda.
Okay. I don't even know how to type it right, but it's fine.
Hi, my name Amanda.
All right, so then once that's turned on, you go to here, you do all your hashtags, whatever you want to do. I'll do hashtag Fallsburg Library for the sake of this workshop tutorial thing. And then I'm obviously going to delete this. This will not remain on my page. Now on the bottom of the screen, you can either save it to post later in your drafts. You can also, this is how you share it to Instagram and stuff. Or you can post it. So I'm going to click post. Post video publicly. Yep. And post now. So now it's posted. Well, it's posting. And
tell me what your name is.
again, this is the For You page. Now, once you start following people,
Tell me what people mispronounce.
it's over here. I don't follow anybody on here yet because it's brand new. But so that's basically the thing. Then once you have a video in your thing, it's going to be on your page. So now the video is on my page, on the library page, and you can go back to it. And from here, you can delete it or whatever. Videos that you like, you click on the little heart up top, and that's where you see videos you like. You can save videos, and you can post videos privately, which there's no purpose in that if you're making one for the library. So, and you can always edit anything. And this is where your favorites will be if you favorite a video. Now I'm just going to go to a random video on the For You page so I can show you the share thing. All right. So this little arrow is where you're going to want to go to share. This is where you can save it to your favorites. You can save it to your device if they allow it. You can do edit, you can stitch it, or you can copy the link and post it elsewhere. But they give you all your social medias as long as they're all hooked up to it, which you can do when you manage your account.
Amanda,
No,
do you want to
sake
click
of
on
time,
the
I am going to
duet?
let Danielle finish up in a minute. But if you go into the three dots in your profile, this is where you're going to find, which I don't have on this, but you're going to have analytics. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to switch accounts actually right now because I'll show you my analytics. And then, okay. That was just a lot of me humming. Danielle, you have anything to say while I log into my thing?
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I can
muted.
actually show
You're good now.
them analytics right from the computer if that's easier for you on the page, so that way it's not just on the itty bitty phone. Here, let me share my screen again with you guys, and I will show you on here. This is the Port Jervis Free Libraries analytics. So on the computer, whenever you click on your profile picture here, you're going to be able to see view profile, view analytics, settings, so on and so forth. Obviously, that's going to be different on a phone, just like any app versus the web-based design of it. So here on the analytics, so you can see your engagement, which is basically any profile views, likes, comments, shares, video views, anything in the last 7, 28, and 60 days. And you can also customize it. So if you know you posted a few videos 3 days ago, you want to see that specifically, you could do that. So our total video views thus far since we started our account is 2,500, and it'll show you here. Hopefully everybody can see that okay. It'll show you there, your increase, like how much it's gone up in that last 7 days, how many profile views in the last 7 days, and if it's increased or decreased, and so on and so forth. It'll also show you with your followers. So obviously, since we started our account, we'll go to the last 60 days. In May, we've had a steady increase, which is nice. The more people see you on your For You page, or on their For You page, excuse me, the more likely you're going to get follows. It shows you your growth rate. So all of these are great for, different stat purposes. I can tell you Also, specifically, let's go back to the profile, and you can look at specific video analytics. So if I go down to, I'll use the videos that we did for the mini grant as an example. Where are we? Okay, so if I go to this guy here, and you're going to have the similar thing on the app across the bottom. It's going to have a little bar that says view analytics. So if I click on this, it's going to show me like when I posted it, a total of how many times the video was watched. The average time watched is huge because the longer that people watch your videos, the more likely you are to get kicked up and shown more on the For You page. And that's because they want to show content to their users that is popular, that is interesting. So if people
the
are
more
watching
direct,
a 60-second video, that means whatever you're talking about is interesting and they want to show that to more people. It's going to show you, you know, here a percentage, the total number of people that watch the full video, which is not very high. And unfortunately, unless you're TikTok famous, that's not happen. Playing videos in the background. So, you know, again, it shows you the breakdown of everything, where people are watching from. This is really important here, your traffic sources. This is going to show you, you know, if people are seeing on the For You page. I don't know why it keeps automatically playing them. Sorry about that. If they're seeing it on the For You page, or if they're going from your profile back to the video. So what that means is maybe you already have a follower. Maybe that follower, or maybe somebody sees you on the For You page and they click on your profile picture. And from there, they start scrolling through all of the videos you have, which is something you kind of want them to do, right? You want them to take interest in what they're seeing initially. And then they're going to go back and watch everything else that you have. They're going to see more of your content. They're going to see more of what you have available, whether it's services or different things like that. So let's back out of this. I can tell you that when we posted these videos using the mini grant, which this is part of my presentation about the mini grant, but when we posted it back in May, over a series of what was it? We had to do 6 videos. We did 1 or 2 videos a day for like 4 or 5 days. We cross posted everything from TikTok to Facebook to Instagram. In total, across the board, we got about 2,600 interactions on these 6 videos. That's huge for us, to have people liking, commenting, sharing across the 3 different platforms. And for, you know, in total, these videos, that's a lot for us. And because of the fact that it was like a little program. Each one of these videos was a sing along. Each one of these videos was something we wanted parents to hear about. And it was something we wanted to touch base on with the kids. They were learning the songs, they were learning the concepts in the videos. So now I just basically imagine it like a story time. How many people you have go back and watch something you have recorded, or how many people show up to a story time or a sing along or any other programs recorded. That's like 2,600 people doing that. So that's a big deal, and that's why it really pays to cross post your stuff, because then you're going to get the most bang for your buck, basically. I'm trying to think of what else I touch base on and show you guys here. These are different libraries that we are following, different people that are following us. You obviously have your messages, so you could go in and you could see like different people messaging you. You can correspond. Depending on your settings, I believe you can decide whether anybody can message you, or if you have to follow somebody back for them to message you, which that's kind of up to you. You have your notifications. You can see, you know, who liked your videos and when. And you could also break that down and see just your likes, just your comments, just your mentions, and just your followers. If I go back, There's also an option to go live. You do have to have 1,000 followers in order to do that. No, I don't want that. You do have to have 1,000 followers to do that, but you can do that. But you can see right here, this is my Libraries for You page, and it's teachers, you know, talking about books. It's similar thing to what I'm showing. I'm gonna get so that I sing stuff in your ear. All right. So that kind of covers all of that. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Given my tiny screen.
Okay. All right. So I think we kind of covered the basics of it. Amanda had mentioned duets and stitches. What those are is a duet allows you to kind of side by side and record yourself next to another video playing. That's not for, there you go. That's what it looks like. And I was just going to say that is used a lot for what's called a blind react. So somebody might have, I know there's a librarians of TikTok blind react. So what that'll be is like, put a finger down if you have a million cardigans, put a finger down if you like to drink tea, you know, different things that might pinpoint you as whatever topic they're talking about. And those are cute. They're pretty easy to kind of jump on and do. Then you have something called a stitch. A stitch is when you use the first couple seconds of somebody else's video and you record connected to that. So it'll show, you know, person A's video, and then you could be answering a question they asked, or you can be reacting to something they were talking about. You know, for example, I know there was a video where somebody goes, hey, when you're done with a book, rip the pages out and use them for this. And then there was like a librarian afterwards that was just kind of like, you know, reacting to it on a stitch. And it's fun, and it's fun.
What a stitch kind of looks like, but it has nothing to do with it. But I'll just show, like, it's not my video, somebody else's video, and then there I am.
Yeah,
but
so
that's what a stitch looks like. And you can select a certain part of the video to stitch.
Yeah, it's relatively easy to do. And I mean, the app's not going to explode. Your phone's not going to catch fire if you push buttons and you try different things. Yeah, don't be afraid to mess around with filters. Don't be afraid, you know, and nothing is permanent until you hit post. So you could play around with your video.
Delete it.
Yeah, even if you post it, you can immediately delete it. You know, yeah, it's not like Facebook where, you know, anybody's going to get a notification. It's like, oh my God, they posted and they're going to see it right away. It takes a little bit longer for people to come across your videos on TikTok, unless somebody is going directly through their following page. And again, there's an algorithm that controls that as well. Unless somebody is specifically going to your page and looking at your videos, you'll have some time if you accidentally post something, or you know, you weren't done editing and you meant to put it in your drafts and you hit post instead. The only thing that is not fun is that once you post it, you cannot edit it. Once you post it, you can't change if you spelt something wrong in the caption or on the bottom. You cannot change if you put something wrong in the wrong spot as far as a sticker or a GIF. You cannot change if your lip syncing doesn't line up. And please
to remake the video, please.
Yeah, you have to do. It's you have to sit there and watch it, and it gives you plenty of opportunities to do that. Once you've used up your time, or hit the little red check mark in the bottom right corner of the screen when you're recording, once you've done that, it then shows you what the video looks like before you've done any edits to it. Then on that screen, like Amanda was showing, you can add text, you can add stickers, you can even adjust clips. A big part of what I did, and a big part of why editing in TikTok is so much easier, is because they have a timer. And like when I was doing the Itsy Bitsy Spider video that you could see on our page, you can slide this little bar back and forth and say, okay, I want to record on this portion of the music. And, so it'll go ahead, it'll count down either 3 or 10 seconds. And then you'll be able to record that portion of it, and then it stops. Then you can go back into the timer and you can go ahead and record, another portion of it, and then it stops. So if you want to do a costume change, if you want to do a scenery change, if you want to record part of the video before a program, then during a program, then after a program, to show how it went, and the mess that was left afterwards. It's very, very user friendly in that sense. Just keep in mind, once you hit that big red post button, it's signed, sealed, delivered, as far as you can't change or edit it. You can delete it, you can start over again, but me and Amanda can tell you both from our experience, when you work really hard on a video and then you realize you messed something up afterwards and you have to start all over again, it's very frustrating. So take your time your first couple times out. Feel free to go on the Porch Rivers Free Library page and steal my ideas, or steal our sounds, or steal the concept, whatever you want to do. Again, everybody, sharing is caring is the kind of theme on TikTok. Overall, at the end of the day, whether you're using it personally or for your library, it's an awesome community. Once you really get your feed, your For You page kind of channeled down into what your interests are, or what you're specifically trying to broadcast out to the world with your TikTok, you meet a lot of great people. You link up with a lot of other, library staff all across the world. I follow libraries that are in Britain and Australia and South Africa. And it's really cool because you get to see what other people are interested in. You get to see, how they do things other places. There's even TikToks, which Amanda jumps on these all the time on her page, where it's like, somebody in England and they're like, Americans, tell me how you do A, B, and C. And they have that stuff for library TikTok. Everything is a niche on TikTok. There's a niche for everything you could possibly imagine. So get out there, hashtag your videos, search up hashtags, anything you could hashtag an author's name, and see how many people are linking videos to that. Whatever you could possibly think of. And it's very easy to make connections. The libraries that are on TikTok are really supportive. Libraries are changing. We all know this. There is a new wave of very technologically involved library activities thanks to the pandemic. So getting in there with something like TikTok, where you can reach out to your patron base. We're all doing virtual programs. You may advertise it on TikTok and get somebody from another country to jump on and sign up for one of your programs. At this point, everybody is kind of linking up and getting out there any way that they can. So take advantage of it, make connections, utilize it as a marketing tool, utilize it as a outreach tool. It works, and it's super simple, and it costs you nothing. And that's something that everybody's library board can appreciate.
Well,
I
if
think
anybody has any questions aside from this, because we've been talking to you for an hour. If anybody has any questions, I'm available by email. She's available by email. Anything like that, we're available.
is anybody confused about anything, has any questions, anything like that now before we finish up? The chat is kind of blinking. Let's see. Those were just responses.
And if anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself, or you can put them in the chat.
It's pretty straightforward. Not too horrible.
Yeah. Okay, so the
I just wanted to say
hashtag
thank you.
I'll touch on, I just saw real quick, I saw Maria posted about the hashtag concept. So hashtags are an anchor basically. Hashtags are going to connect similar things. So if I do hashtag Starbucks cup, anybody else that makes a video or posts a meme or comments about something and they put that hashtag, if you were to go Google a hashtag, it's going to bring up a link to anything that has used that hashtag. One
Specifically on TikTok, you can that's a way to search for. Like you only want to see, like if you want to search librarians TikTok, if you hashtag librarian TikTok, those are the videos that are going to come, videos that use that hashtag. So it's a good way to find things. It's a good way for people to find you. So if you use hashtag library of TikTok and somebody likes library of TikTok, they're going to be you. You're going to be of the things that pops up on their list of videos. That's the whole purpose of the hashtag. It's the same purpose as like Instagram.
And it goes across the board. I mean, you could imagine it like a web address. When you type in Port Jervis, when you type in Port Jervis library.org, you're going to go to our website. If you type in a specific hashtag, you're going to go to things that are linked to that. It's like a web address. You know, it brings you to a specific location, whether it's on that app or that website, or you could just Google hashtags and you could come across anything that's been linked to that. So that's pretty much that concept. Margaret said, thank you so much for the presentation. You're welcome, Margaret. I'm sorry. I think I cut you off. We started talking.
Thank you for listening to us.
Hopefully we didn't stress anybody out. I know it's a lot and we talk fast, but
and have terrible technology on our bird, apparently.
We worked with what we had. Again, if anybody has any questions, I don't care if you get stuck in the middle of trying to make a video and you're like, where do I go to do this? Like, pick up the phone and call me at the library. Send me a message on TikTok, send me an email, whatever you want to do. We could set up a time. I could walk you through it. I'm more than happy to help. It's not as scary as it seems. It's like any technological advancement. It's different. It's the trend right now. You know, everybody will do it till they get sick of it and then we'll move on to the next thing.
All right.
Thank you both so much. This was great. And I know I was following along and I made a video while you were talking and it was fun. So by tomorrow I'll be a TikTok star.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm gonna find you on there.
But I don't know, like, you know, and that's the thing too. Keep in mind, don't accidentally post a personal TikTok to your business TikTok. Be very careful with that, please. Just like any other social media post, it's very easy if you don't switch over to start recording and post and then not realize, oh, that was on the library one, not mine. So careful.
All right. Well, unless there are any last questions, thank you both. Again, once this recording is ready, I'll send it out to Youth List and stay tuned for a follow-up email with a evaluation survey and let me know if you need a continuing education certificate.
And I apologize for my non-ability to screen share today, apparently.
It's okay. You tried. You thought on your feet. It worked out. We're good.
Go team.
All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks, everybody. We're here if you need us.